Today, we're diving into the mind of Jack Ma, the guy behind Alibaba. But here's the thing. To really get how he thinks about success, you first have to understand his incredible story of failure.
And I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't some motivational poster quote. This is a guy who's now a global icon admitting he couldn't even get a foot in the door at his dream school. It's the perfect place to start.
And yeah, just so that number really hits home, 10 times. Not one, not two. He spent a decade getting told no by the same exact place. That kind of persistence, that ability to just get back up again, it's literally the foundation of everything he would go on to build.
But see, the crazy part is Harvard wasn't some isolated incident. It was just his life. His early years were a nonstop parade of rejection. He bombed his university entrance exams 3 times. He ended up at a school he himself called third or fourth class. And when he finally got a job as a teacher, he was making just $10 a month. When he shared his big ideas, people didn't just disagree, they literally thought he was crazy.
So how in the world does someone with that resume build a global empire? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in how you see the world. And that brings us to his first pillar, learning to find the opportunity where everyone else just sees a problem. And this right here, this is the secret sauce. It's such a simple idea, but it's so powerful. Instead of getting annoyed by complaints or, joining in, he sees them as a giant flashing sign pointing directly to where a business needs to exist.
And this breaks it down perfectly, right? Most of us, we hear a complaint and we just get frustrated. We wait around for someone else to fix it. But an entrepreneur, the way Mass sees it, hears that exact same complaint and their brain immediately goes, wait a minute, can I solve this? You go from being a victim of the problem to the creator of the solution.
So he boils it all down into this simple 3-step process. 1. Listen for what people are complaining about all the time. 2. Ask yourself, honestly, can I fix this? And 3, if the answer is yes, then boom, that solution, that's your opportunity. Okay, but here's the catch. When you find an opportunity that literally everyone else has missed, it can be a pretty lonely place. And that leads us right into his second pillar. You have to believe in your idea, especially when nobody else does. This is all about conviction. We're not just talking about having a good idea. We're talking about holding on to that idea so tightly that it doesn't matter what anyone else says, even when the entire world is telling you you're crazy. In fact, he actually thinks that disagreement is a good sign. Think about it. If everyone agrees with your idea right away, it's probably not that unique. Someone's likely already doing it. The real gold, the real gap in the market, is in that idea that makes people scratch their heads a little, the one only you can see clearly.
So whose belief actually counts? Investors? Nope, not essential. Your friends? It's nice, but not necessary. Even your parents? Not the deciding factor. According to Ma, there are only 2 groups whose belief is absolutely crucial. You and your core team. That's it. That shared belief is the only fuel you really need.
An amazing idea with unwavering conviction is a powerful thing for sure, but it's still just potential energy. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most critical piece of the puzzle. You have to actually do something. You have to move from idea to action. He talks about this scenario that, let's be honest, we've all experienced. You're lying in bed at night, or you're in the shower, and suddenly it hits you. This brilliant, world-changing idea. You feel like a genius. And then this happens. The alarm goes off, and that incredible idea just kind of fades away. You get dressed, you go back to your regular job, and the routine takes over. That huge gap between having the idea and actually taking the first step, that's where almost all great ideas go to die. So what's his advice? It's simple. It's direct. It's these 3 words. Make the move. Take that first step, no matter how small, because that one little action is the only thing that separates a dreamer from an entrepreneur. All right, so we've got the whole playbook. Be resilient, look for opportunities in complaints, have conviction, and take action. But what is all of this for? What's the end game? Well, this is where his philosophy really takes a surprising and I think a beautiful turn. It's about completely redefining your goal. This quote just flips the whole script. He says that the moment he decided to work for himself, what he was really deciding was to work for society. It stops being about me and starts being about we. It's not about getting rich, it's about providing a service. And you can see the difference so clearly here. The standard definition of success is, how much can I win? How much can I gain for myself? But Ma's version is totally focused outward.
It asks, how can I help other people succeed? How can I contribute to their happiness? Your own success isn't the goal, it's just the result.
And that's really the big takeaway. It all comes down to this single, powerful idea. Your personal success is just a byproduct. It's what happens naturally when you focus all your energy on making other people's lives better.
So I'll leave you with this final thought, a kind of challenge. What would change for you in your job, in your projects, in your life, if you just flipped that one question? If you stopped asking, how can I win? And instead you woke up every morning and asked, who can I help succeed today?